I want to discuss with you two different ways of organizing your documented essay. This is what is on pages 47 and 48 in Little Seagull. So you can refer there as well, or I've made this so you can print it out, whatever you prefer. But I want to just break this down a little bit for you and hopefully clear up any questions you might have. So what you're going to do, if you think about these first two boxes right here, this is going to be these first two boxes. This will be what is in your introduction. So you're going to, very much like you did in the personal essay, you might even be able to use basically the same attention getter and introductory material down until you get to the thesis. Because your thesis is now going to change. It will be one of your topic sentences. But these are the things, the steps that you have to have in the introduction. And again, it does not have to be long. So probably 4 or 5 sentences is plenty for your introduction here. So these two boxes are the introduction. Then when you get to the body of the paper, you might end up with 4 paragraphs, 4 body paragraphs in this paper. So what I mean, and the reason for that is, I want you to have 3 specific reasons to support your thesis. And so that would be like exactly what you've done before. The first reason with support, that's body paragraph 1. The second reason with support, that's body paragraph 2. The third reason with support, and that's body paragraph 3. Now, in this essay, I want you to acknowledge and or refute opposing arguments. So in other words, you have to give another point of view. If your thesis is X, well, tell me why somebody might disagree with you. Okay, so you can do that in a paragraph all by itself. So you would just say, while I think blah, 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 others might argue blah, blah, blah. However, and then restate your point. So by not ignoring the opposition, you have shown your reader that you have a broad-minded approach to the topic and that you have done your research. You realize other people think differently from you, but you feel like you still have a valid point. So you can do that all in a body paragraph at the end of your discussion. That is certainly fine. And then you're going to have a concluding paragraph that's going to remind your readers of your argument and end with some sort of call to action, the so what question. In other words, tell the reader why your research matters. Okay, so you can organize it that way with 4 body paragraphs. Your point, your point, your point, what other people, how other people might disagree with you, but reinforcing your point at the end, and then your conclusion. So that's one way to organize it. The other way, the beginning is similar. These 2 boxes are your introductory paragraph. But you deal with your opposition within each body paragraph. So you have a reason with support, then you acknowledge how someone might feel differently about that one specific reason, and then remind us why you're right. You give a second reason with support, and within that paragraph, you acknowledge opposing views from that point. And then your third body paragraph will do the same thing. So in this pattern, you're only going to have 3 body paragraphs, but within each paragraph, you will deal with an opposing point of view and explain then why your idea is better. And then your conclusion is the same. So this is your introduction, your body, and then your conclusion. It doesn't matter to me which way you handle this, whatever makes the most sense in your brain. And if you have any questions, please let me know. But as you're working on your thesis and your outlines for me, you will need to include this opposing, where you're going to put your opposing ideas, whether they're going to be in a paragraph all by themselves or whether you're going to integrate them within your 3 body paragraphs.